Another lintel chewed out. They must have known about it. They must have known about it. Because all this is replaced.
Why would they mess up that?
That's got a jack stud under it. Oh my god. Wow.
Don't say that. What is it?
Well, critical supporting studs. Have a look at the bottom of them. Only one of them is actually doing something, which is not even nice either.
What?
Only this one here is actually supporting any weight.
Why would they do that? How long ago was this done?
I don't know. Alright, how am I going to attack this? Get a photo of that too. You can clearly see that's been done after the whole head has dropped because it's got their fresh stud on it. Yeah, that's bad, eh?
Yeah.
Insane. Insane in the membrane. Okay, so just had a chat with a client and there's a few things that are changing. I'll show you. So just here, the previous insurance company have come and fixed some termite damage, but they've missed a bit, like up in this corner here. The termites have eaten out there, and this here, this girder truss here is a main support truss which holds the weight of this one here and this truss here, which go in this direction and that way all the way up to there. And you can see by that line there in the direction it goes, but it stops there, and then the trusses on this side of the building go the other way. Anyway, so this truss here supports a lot of load, as you can tell by that bigger bottom cord there. But what's happened is when the termites have got up in here, they just got up into the bottom side of that truss, which is where all the weight rests. And I don't know if you'll be able to see, but oh, there you go. So they've eaten out a bit of that, which is a bit concerning. There's a lot of weight sits on there. So what we're going to do after talking to the client is we're always going to put a beam here anyway, but just to support where we're removing this wall here. So now we're going to put an additional beam outside this wall on the underside of this girder truss to support it the whole way along, which then also means to make the wall look normal, we actually, because we're building that beam out to here, we're going to have to pack out the rest of the wall all the way down to make it look seamless. Unfortunate, but they're happy to do it that way. But yeah, so we've also got to replace these studs anyway. As you can see, the previous insurance mob have just cut them short and just tacked bits on the side here, which provides really no support. The only one actually supporting with downwards force is this one packed underneath here. Even that doesn't really show much support. But as you can see, the trusses, so you've got a girder truss there. There's be a truss here somewhere, and there's another truss here. You can see the tail of it sitting on there. So this is a load-bearing wall where basically the structural integrity has been compromised, and we'll fix that anyway. A lot of this is going to get removed anyway because we're going to put a head all the way along here for that new window that's outside there.
What? Stop making noises. Huh? No.
It is? No good. set up and show you through. So you might be able to tell it's a bit cleaner than it was before. So today we're going to be doing these bricks here. We're going to be removing them. We're going to be cutting them down each side and then removing the bricks in the window and the bottom frame along here. And that's going to allow us to install that window that's sitting outside right there, and obviously the doors and stuff as well, so we'll set them out of the way. What I'm going to do is actually sheet the plasterboard along here and then around the corner here as well, just to cover up those gaps. So when we're cutting, all I have to do is run some building wrap from that side to that side, again at the top as well. And so when we're cutting, all the dust is going to hopefully be suppressed by the water that we use along with it, but also not come inside and dirty everything inside the house because it'll be quite dusty. But yeah, so the other night we did all the plasterboard here, covered up the wall that we had to extend out and repair those studs, or at least laminate those studs with what the previous, I'd say, insurer did. But yeah, and got the beam done up here, beam done over there. Like Nikki had to shoot off and grab the kids from school, so managed to get it up there on my own. Just had to trim a couple of little things, like we started off with that line up here, but I had to re-flick it because we didn't quite have the clearance we needed, and just trim like a couple mil off there so that beam fit in up there. And then another spot was up here. I just had to take a little bit off the top here to get that side in. Yeah, and then we did the cavity sliding door install and found out that this wall here is only sitting on like 10 mil of the concrete. So what I did down here was install a plate at the bottom here, which is going to allow us to fix a trim to the side here and a trim on top there to sort of finish that off, and then the door can, you know, slide over that. I don't want her to have to like redo the carpet or whatever, so we just make it look good with a bit of trim. And then same with down here, and then that'll finish that off. And then obviously we've got to do architraves and all that anyway around it. But yeah, you can see here the wall only sits on like probably like 10 or 15 mil of the actual concrete, which it's good that it's not load bearing, because that would be a major issue then. Because it's not load bearing, it's not too critical, but still not the practice I like to use. But it is what it is. So when the plasterer comes, he's got a few patches to do. Unfortunately, I tried to save all the plaster here. It's probably better for him to do these patches than it is to set the whole thing, because they're just a matter of skim coating and sanding. And then obviously all these screws up here, most of them will get covered by the trim, but little things like this here where we had to cut the noggin back so we can get a stud in there, they'll have to get fixed up. And then same with that, we've cut the studs so we can get the top plate up in there. But yeah, got the door in, sliding, all good. Guides are on down the bottom there. Just have to put the handle on the flush pull, trim down the side here, jet closing jam up, and then architrave that, and then put the trims that cover up the gap here that allows you to adjust the guides. Just makes that look all tidy and neat. And then I'll cut that skirting back, and then the plasterer can do his setting, and then I can run that skirting up to the new architrave. And I'll probably just cut that one back for the architrave to go straight down. And then once the plaster is done here, we'll do the arcs and then get the skirts done. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Did a massive clean. It was dusty as, wiped everything down that we could, vacuumed everywhere, give them their house back for the night, which I'm sure they were appreciative of. Anyways, that's pretty much the gist of it all. So I'm going to start cutting all this brickwork here, measuring out before Nikki gets here, and then when she gets here she can help us get it all into the skip bin and then help us lift that new door in. Final morning at this job. Get this closing gem in. Not bad. .45, 80 mil. Actually, it doesn't have to be that much because we can run a skirt board down here in between them again anyway, which would probably be better because it's not going to be this MDF stuff. It'll be pine. Yeah, no, I'll go 75. Okay, 75, and then should move it, push it back to 105. Should be fine as long as we can get that 105 over here. Easy. We'll get 820 with 105. 820 and then 845, wasn't it? Or 840, yeah, 840, 75. Easy enough. Cool. Alright, all cleaned up, so give you a quick rundown of what's happened. Alright, so this is the original sliding door that we took out, dining area. And so we've got the skirting and architraves all in now, the plaster has been, so everything is all ready for the client to start painting. Got the lead still plugged in, but when I leave I'll unplug that from the truck. That's it, I'll show you the outside here. Basically we ended up using the existing opening from the garage door and we just filled it in with a few trims up each side, over the top and down, and then cladding around it. And once she paints it, it'll all look the part. But yeah, so I believe this is going to become the office, hence the sliding door in here. So she just wanted access in through to the house, so that's why we've added this cavity slider in there. That door goes out the back, we'll walk through there in a minute. But yeah, we've done the little sill down here and all the architraves and the skirting is all finished off. I believe she's going to have floor down here, so that'll come up nice to there. And we'll walk through this door and then I'll show you the sliding doors we installed out the back. So this is them, and it's opened it up so much. But yeah, I ended up running some beading down each side of the windows, and once it gets painted white, the same color as the window, like that top, it'll all blend in. But yeah, she's got some painting to do, that's for sure. Another trim there, some filling as well, a couple of spots to fill. But yeah, we've trimmed the whole entire thing all the way around, and inside as well is the cavity slider. And then yeah, this was a bit of a pain in the butt. For some reason it was sitting down fine down that end, but the sill was just popping up a bit at this end, so I had to put two column knock-ins in there, so drill through the concrete, tap them into the concrete to pull it down and hold it down while that glue I've got there sets. But yeah, we've got the skirting and architrave sorted there. I put in the little gaps in that corner just there, did the gaps up in there. Yeah, Joe the plasterer, he does a really good job. Once it's all painted, it'll look like it was always that way. I'll shut these doors. That's much better than the tiny little window that you might remember here. Huge improvement. Very happy, I say myself. Look at that, beautiful. Get that lead all packed away and get on out of here. Another job done. Oh, actually, I'll show you this too. We just put down a little thank you, show our appreciation for being offered the opportunity to work for someone. But yeah, we always appreciate being employed, I guess. You know, it helps feed the family.